We, the Group 1, are going to present on hospitality management with the focus on Lemon Tree Hotels and JW Marriott. Now, if we look at the industry, the Indian tourism and hospitality industry has emerged as one of the most important development engines in the country's service sector. Given the country's rich cultural and historical legacy, diversity in ecosystem, terrains, and natural beauty spots, tourism in India has a lot of promise. Now, hospitality in simple terms is a generous reception of guests that encompasses entertainment and leisurely time at a destination of choice. India has a reputation for being a country that welcomes visitors with open arms because its citizens still adhere to this old tradition. The following are included in the hospitality industry: boarding and lodging, transportation, food and beverages, amusement centers. Now, if we look at the recent growth in the hospitality sector, after the COVID-19 second wave ended and before the third wave arrived in 2021, the hotel performance in the majority of India's main cities experienced significant growth. In addition to earnings from leisure travel, corporate travel also increased as businesses reopened following lockdowns. By the end of 2023, it is predicted that India's hospitality sector will be worth more than Rs 1000 billion. This projection takes into account the industry's growth rate, which was seen between 2018 and 2021 at a CAGR of around 5%. In the second wave of pandemic in Q2 2021, which had a significant impact on the performance of the hospitality sector, JLL said as a result, revenue per available room in Q2 2022 witnessed an exponential growth of 339.3% year on year in Q2 2022 over Q2 2021. So the key growth drivers of the industry are: the total number of foreign visitors arriving in India for calendar year 2017 was 10.04 million from January to August 2018. That figure increased by 6.75 million or 7.5% year on year. The rise of the hotel industry in India is being driven by an increase in the number of foreign tourists and international business travelers looking for business prospects in the nation. The building of hotels, resort and recreational facilities is permitted by the Indian government under a 100% FDI policy. This will encourage the construction of new hotels all around the nation.
So now coming to the value chain analysis of the hospitality industry. The hospitality industry is the industry that has the maximum interactions with the customers, and the value added to the hotel is by the kind of service they provide. The employees are an integral part of this industry as they enhance the service provided by to the customers by their time, knowledge, equipments and systems. The quality of service determine the price of the service offered in this sector. Hence, the company follows the cost differentiation strategy on the basis of the quality of services which are being provided. These are being divided into two categories. First, the primary activities, and second being the secondary activities. Now, coming to this primary activities, considering inbound logistics, where we manage all of the agreements with different vendors that provide the food, beverage, and washing services. The work also includes in-house storage and distribution across the hotels department, in addition to inventory control and requisition. Operating activities include all the techniques and methods used in conjunction with the cutting-edge machinery and equipments to create product and services for the market. Hotel employ outbound logistics to provide and deliver services and finished goods to various outlets and customers of various demographics. When it comes to marketing and sales initiatives, they are the ones that seeks to ply customers' interest in the hotel room, meeting and restaurants, as well as its promotion through advertising and competitive pricing. The caliber of the services provided by the hotel sector determines its success. Now coming to the secondary activities, which are also known as the support activities. The hotel procurement may include the amenities provided to visitors, the structure and the machinery needed to support all the operations and provide friendly, efficient services. Since hospitality sector is a contemporary one that is always expanded, and where new technologies are required to save time and functions more efficiently, it is vital that technology is advanced. Additionally, there is proprietary management system as well, which is a piece of software that allows for real time information sharing between all hotel department and management of all hotel activities. The management team, which consists of long term planning, quality management department, as well as public affairs, finance, and accounting department, provide infrastructure support as well. Regular and frequent cleaning is a crucial addition to this service to guarantee the health and safety of hotels, guests, and staff. This update was brought about a few months ago after the COVID-19 pandemic hit worldwide. Now, to the next slide, please.
About the porter's five forces model. So first we'll talk about the supplier's power. The supplier's power in the hospitality industry is usually low. It's because of the huge demand of flavor, trained staff, and personnel needed in the hospitality industry. Also, the aging population, millennial migration, the hotel industry general success in filling unfilled positions, and the supplier risk of mitigation at all levels pose specific concerns for the supplier power in the hospitality industry. And then we'll talk about the threat of new entrants. The threat of new entrants is moderate because of the high capital cost that is used to get into the market. Product differentiation has to be done, so investment in innovation of services is again high. But the internet has reduced this entry barrier and decreased the cost of initial expenditure, which generally included marketing and promotion of the particular hotels. For customers switching costs are often null because of the high number of options available in the market. They can go from one hotel to other or choose one over the other with an array of different options available for them. Then we have threat of substitution. It's very high because different price levels and offer a range of amenities and services. When there is a search for hotel on different website, one can find a whole wide range of accommodations in all sorts of price points as well as different kind of services. The internet has also increased the threat of substitute, luring new rival businesses like Airbnb. Then we'll talk about the buying power, which is usually moderate. Finding the most affordable option and conducting research online is quite simple. The middleman that was once required to book travel services has been eliminated thanks to the internet and the growth of OYO, Make My Trip, and other services. The internet's development and the rise of informed customers have recently changed the balance of power in favor of the final customer. So all these forces combined totally gives us the competitive rivalry, which is high. Cost of product differentiation and cost of switching are low. The customers search for the optimum combination of pricing and facilities, and finally customers choose alternative sites in case they are not satisfied scrolling through any one of them.
So we have chosen two hotel chains. One is Lemon Tree Hotels and another is JW Marriott Private Limited. Let's have a quick introduction about Lemon Tree Hotels. This hotel chain has headquarters in India, and in 52 Indian cities, the firm owns and manages 84 hotels with 8,300 rooms. And according to one of the Horwath report, it was India's largest mid-priced hotel chain and third largest overall in terms of controlling interest in owned and leased rooms. And this hotel chain was launched by Pattu Keswamy in 2002. In May 2004, it unveiled its first hotel, which had 49 rooms. Berggruen Hotels Private Limited was purchased by the firm in 2019, and in 21 Indian cities at the time of acquisition, it owned 936 rooms and operated 975 rooms under the key brands. Let's talk about the vision of Lemon Tree Hotels. They wanted to be the largest and best chain of upscale, mid-scale, and affordable hotels and resorts in India. The mission of the Lemon Tree Hotels are they are always committed to assure the well-being and self-worth of their co-workers who are extremely important to them. And they also wanted to make a contribution to both local community and India as a whole. They want to provide a wonderful experience for their visitors and reward their stakeholders. They are also trying to improve the effectiveness of their processes to enable them to give the best value at the lowest cost, as their customers have every right to demand. uh, Talking about the core values of Lemon Tree Hotels,
The first one is health and safety. Their top priority is always to protect everyone who is a part of their organization. Teamwork. They are aware that collaboration leads to consistently excellent performance. Ownership. They are always accountable for their deeds. Respect and empathy. They always treat their co workers, visitors, and partners with respect and consideration. Talking about integrity, in all of their transactions, they constantly uphold the greatest standard of fairness and openness. Spirited fun. They foster a fun and spirited work environment that encourages their co workers. Excellence. They constantly push for excellence in everything they do. Some of the key brands of Lemon Tree Hotels are Orica Hotels and Resorts, Lemon Tree Premier, Red Fox by Lemon Tree Hotels, Keys Prima. Now, talking about the sustainability. Through its sustainability activities, Lemon Tree focuses on achieving a healthy triple bottom line, or we can say that planet, people, and work. They focused on planet, people, and work basically. First one is this planet. Basically, their current initiatives include building hotels in accordance with universal design concepts for greater access for people with disabilities and building their hotels to leadership in energy and design gold standards. Talking about people, they wanted to maintain employee engagement and preserve their culture, and this is their top priorities. And from the Great Place to Work Institute, they recognized as one of the best companies to work in India from 2011 to 2017. And they also value diversity. They actively encourages application from qualified candidates with impairments, because they believe that in order for people with disabilities to reach their full potential, they must be given the same opportunities in everyone else. And the last one is profit. They strive to have the best cost structure in the industry when building and running hotels, in an effort to provide the investors with the greatest return on capital employed over the long run. Handling over to Alka.
Okay, if we talk about JW Marriott Private Limited, it was founded in 1984 in Washington, D.C., but inspired by JW Marriott. He was a person who was there in Washington, and he founded it in 1984. The first debut in overseas was in Hong Kong in 1989. In 1993, the Middle East and the Europe came next. As a general rule, the brand competes in luxury as Ritz-Carlton, but above the classic Marriott and Renaissance within the Marriott hierarchy. If we talk about the global presence of the brand, it is present in 35 countries with 100 hotels all over the world. And if we talk about the core values of the brand, for them, people comes first. For them, Marriott International put people first. The ideology was developed by Marriott International founder. Their commitment was to putting people first has brought them recognition and acclaim on a global scale. Secondly, the best customer service. Marriott aspires to be superiority. The company takes great pride in offering top-notch service. As a result, this quality must be upheld by all their employees, since the company works so hard to find the top candidates, and Marriott International is a survival skill. Thirdly, accepting and adjusting a change. Marriott adapts to the environmental changes continually. For a long time, Marriott has been pioneer in the world of innovation. As a consumer demands change, Marriott adapts to its service to meet those needs. Third, morality in action. Of all the core principle, morality is the most important. To grow as a trustworthy brand, all employees are required to fulfill their duties with utmost honesty. They follow the strictest moral and the legal requirements. Then empowering society. At Marriott International, every employee is committed to the company, community, and the environment. Therefore, it is expected for every employee to contribute positively to society and support environment sustainability. Then if we talk about Marriott Private Limited, JW at Marriott Private Limited sustainability, this growing brand has a global presence which has forced them to behave appropriately for the environment. So they are aiming to lessen their impact on the environment and construct and run sustainable hotels. First, to reduce environmental impacts by managing the energy and water consumption wisely. They are cutting back on waste, carbon emission, and utilizing more renewable energy sources. They reduce the impact on the environment. Second, construct and run sustainable hotels. Sustainability is woven throughout every aspect of their business strategy, from design to the guest experience. By building and running the sustainable hotels, they work together with the associates, hotel owners, and franchisees. so that they can contribute to the environment and provide sustainability. Third, cautious use of resources. They are dedicated to partnering with the suppliers who share their commitment to integrating leading environmental and social principles into their supply chains. By putting an emphasis on sustainable, responsible, and local sourcing, they hope to lessen the detrimental effects of economic activities on the environment and the society. Over to you, Shweta.
So, coming upon the strategy analysis, first one is lemon tree. So, Patu Keshwani, as mentioned by Anshu, back in 2002, realized the gap that there were hotels in lower segment, extreme lower segment, and then there were hotels in the luxury segment, and there was nothing in between. And India, being a country where middle class is the largest population, this is where he thought he could tap in the industry of the hotel. So here he used the brand name of Lemon Tree and then segregated it into two divisions. The first is Lemon Tree Hotels 3-star, which targeted mid-scale hotel segment, and the second was Lemon Tree Premier, which was a 4-star hotel which targeted upper mid-scale segment. So basically, Lemon Tree focused upon people who did revenge traveling, who were into leisure traveling, millennials and Generation Z, who were into a lot of travel, business travel, diplomatic travel, weddings and social travel, people belonging to airlines, airline community, transit demand, and also companies which gave a lower allowance limit for their employees. So why did Lemon Tree click in the way it is? Like, it's growing at a massive rate. So what gives it an edge over others? The first is its business model. That is, it provides excellent service at a great price, as well as it gives great facilities as well. The second is strategic locations. So Lemon Tree does not open just anywhere. It opens at places where there is strategically more demand. Third is low cost rooms are an untapped opportunity. So because Lemon Tree is providing great quality of service and facility at low cost, it's a big hit. Maintaining cost leadership. Now they are maintaining their steady mid range pricing, which is again giving it an edge over others. Successful shift to an asset light strategy. So either they're acquiring hotels, for example, keys, or else even if they are building from scratch, they are acquiring the raw products at a very low price. Thus, asset light strategy. Repricing strategy, leveraging brand name. So earlier Lemon Tree was a brand itself and it was kind of expensive, but leveraging the name, it segmentized into two parts and then brought down the prices. Competing with online. So it knows that whenever if its rooms are booked through Trivago or other sites, it has to give a commission and it loses out on that part. So what does it do? Lemon Tree has its own site which has detailed presentation of whatever services they're offering, room availability, etc. And you can book through that also. The food and beverage strategy. So it knows that it cannot compete with Zomato, Swiggy because they are something altogether. But then how does Lemon Tree leverage upon this fact? So they rely upon catering service and wedding services where they have packages which provides, and it's through this they kind of maintain the balance. Second is the strategy analysis of JW Marriott. So basically, it has some long term growth strategies based on which it goes forward, hiring, retaining, and motivating employees through novel strategies in terms of recruiting, training, development, and performance management so that they perform well in long term and are connected with the organization. Developing programs and opportunities that benefit not only the communities but also strengthen their business. So you could say, for example, CSR activities. This not only helps in maintaining goodwill but also benefits their business. Last is displaying how liable hotel management can generate economic opportunity while also being a force for good in the environment, which is again correlated with the previous point. As for strategies, the first is the product strategy, which is centered on luxury travelers. So they know that when we talk about JW Marriott, it exudes luxury. So it's only targeting people who are either opting it because they are used to luxury items, or second are belong to the aspirational class who want to try and go to and try luxury products for status purpose. Now again, in this they have four categories: luxury, premium, select, and longer stay, which is to cater to different type of needs of its consumers. Second is the price strategy, maintains pricing power, which is exclusive pricing to attract luxury lovers. So JW Marriott knows that its brand is synonymous with luxury. So its price has to be of that level only. It cannot lower it. The price only goes up according to the situation, environmental factors and business factors, but does not go low. And due to this, people know that it it means luxury, and this is what they choose it for. Play strategy. So it operates globally in over 131 countries, and it chooses the best location. So like any other hotel, JW Marriott also doesn't want to go into loss. So it specifically selects all the cities where there's a lot of corporate travel, or you can say leisure, staycations, or especially vacation. So here are the places where people choose such luxury hotels. Last is the promotion strategy. So it reaps the successful effects of word of mouth marketing. One person goes, he or she enjoys the service and whatever they get, and they refer it to the other person, and thus this is how through they get more consumers. Apart from that, they also have detailed website which tells everything: what are the packages they are offering, what are the services they are offering, what are the exclusive features they offer which no other hotel has. And they also use content created strategy, that is through social medias, because they know the target of consumers which they are targeting right now is mostly Gen Z and millennials. You can say from 20 to 40 age, 80s and 90s born, and they are actually pretty active on social media. So this is the medium through which they can reach out to them. That's all from our side. Thank you.